Shut up and sit down.
It's a great time.
It's a thing.
Like I told you,
it exists.
I spent before this, spent about half an hour going through my Hotmail because I haven't been on there for God knows how long. Literally just so I could go and verify my eBay account so I could log in and check where my orders are.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, you have 24,000 emails. And I was like, okay,
That's a thing that happens when you ignore your email for some time.
And that's not my primary one, so that's a reason. But fortunately, Hotmail's good enough that it really lets, sometimes be like, hey, yeah, we think this is an ad. We're going to put this in this ad folder. And then it did that, and I think I told you I had like 12 or 14,000 emails, and I was just like, all right, delete all. And then I just spent another 20 minutes just going through like, all right, well, anything GameStop related is absolutely irrelevant, so delete everything that.
Yeah.
Everything Groupon, because I think I had 1,000 emails just from Groupon. I'm like, dude, I think I used Groupon once back when I was in the States.
Yeah, I think we used Groupon once in like San Diego.
Like,
for a bar crawl or some shit. And then
yeah, something stupid like that.
You never used Groupon again.
No, but they just love to flood you with emails. It's like, holy fuck. So
They do that.
I got down to like 7,000 or 8,000 emails. I'm like, all right, that's pretty good. Because yeah. But yeah, between that and we had talked about previously the dead internet theory, which I still fucking believe is absolutely true, is ridiculous. Because some of the shit that I used to be able to find on YouTube, like, that you just can't find anymore. I'm like, but why can't I find cool shit?
It's gone. It's been bleached by the bots.
Yeah. Because some of the stuff, like one of my favorite abridged series, which literally is, I have the channel still downloaded, but apparently he got everything taken down from it. So, and then YouTube made it so you can't directly message the creators anymore. So I'm like, well, fuck, dude. I can't message him. And he took them all down.
On a video because they're all gone.
Yeah. And so I'm like, fuck. So I can use the Wayback Machine to watch some of them, but they just don't exist anymore. And they used to be on Dailymotion, and Dailymotion was a really good thing that, never deleted anything, and they're gone from there. So I'm like, dude, they're basically scrubbed the internet. That's a part of, my childhood that is gone.
Rage Bartmus's Rabbids.
Yeah.
It's what comes to mind when I hear about weird internet things.
It's ridiculous. And, they did that whole thing.
The fridge just kicked on. My loud-ass fridge. No?
I can hear it.
I have heat again, which I'm happy about.
Hell yeah.
Opposite of a fridge, I have a working furnace again.
I mean, it does what it's intended to.
Yeah.
And that's, keep either cool or warm. And where you are, it's fucking, I'm sure it's cold.
How warm is it right now? 37 degrees in Linden right now. And for a good solid 5 days there, that was just, I would come home in my work clothes, and I would lay down on the couch, put a blanket over me, still in my work clothes, and that's how I would sleep, because it was cold.
Yeah, fuck that.
And these bastards at Windermere Property Management have the audacity to charge me $1,959 to sleep like a homeless person in my own home that I rent from.
Yeah, that's...
Bastards.
That's something that I wish that there was a better way for you to get out of, because here, because we get OHA, if they don't provide us something and they just continually ignore us, we literally, after a month, you're supposed to tell the housing people, and if they go and they're like, all right, well, it's been a month, we'll let them know they have another month, otherwise we're immediately canceling anything that they have with you, and you will move.
You're still an active duty service member. I am just a disabled veteran. I no longer have that kind of flexibility.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't active duty for lot of reasons that we talk about.
I wouldn't be here for a lot of reasons we haven't really gotten into on a podcast yet.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that you have to be there. I hope that whenever you do get to that where your contract up, you can move someplace better.
My lease is up in July.
Okay.
I can get the fuck out of this. I like the house. It's a very nice house. It's very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I only use 2 of the 5 rooms that I have. This is the living room, which and the bedroom, which I sometimes sleep in, unless my old man ass doesn't fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's the thing is you do get BAH, right?
I don't get BAH anymore, but I do get now with the 9% increase from this year. Thanks, government. About almost $4,000 a month just for not killing myself, which is what I pay the rent and my truck payment with.
That's good.
And my other bills too. My job money is basically just you're
fun money.
You're gonna spend this on dumb shit money. Usually because I got problems and fast food usually solves them for a couple hours.
That I do miss fast food because apparently I chose the worst place because my boss lives literally a 5-minute walk from me and he gets everything and I get a lot of Japanese stuff that is odd hours. It's we open at 8 p.m. and then we're open until 3 a.m. and it's
weird about that. I noticed, they were drunkenly wandering over there. It's oh, cafe. Open from noon to 4 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's how the fuck do you operate like that? How is that your business
at that point,
plan?
Yeah, that's just a hobby for them. But I'm so it's because the McDonald's around me closed and still has no. I don't know when they're gonna open because they tore everything down a week or 2 ago, and then there's been nothing going on since. And I'm oh, I hope it's not permanently closed because that was the only McDonald's that delivered to me. And the only other place that's reliable to get food to me is Domino's, and Domino's is
ass.
Well, it's one, it's ass, and 2,
it's the lowest tier of pizza, my guy. Well, it's slightly above Little Caesars.
But I mean, you're paying a lot more. You're paying 3 times the price. But for anybody that's hasn't been to Japan pizza is really expensive for no reason. So
it's because it's exotic and foreign and imported. From America.
But it's not even good.
Italy, America.
It's not even good though, because if you type in Domino's Japan, let me see if I
trash, bro. I forget who went with me. Somebody went with me, and we walked from the Navy Pier in Yokohama 6 blocks to a Pizza Hut because I was fuck it, I just want American pizza, and even there I couldn't get just regular fucking pizza.
Yeah,
and it was expensive.
Yeah, it's stupid expensive. Yeah, because they have a, here, I will screen share. Oh, you guys can enable screen sharing.
I literally went, oh shit.
Lol.
I went into my fucking settings and made it so that by default anyone could share. But no. Zoom said, fuck you, you don't pay for Zoom.
So, here we have, it looks like...
You can full screen your window.
Yeah, you're right. That's the opposite there.
Almost as many tabs open as me. Ugh.
So, lemons and stuff. I don't know what that meat is. Let's see. That's egg.
That's those zany Japanese.
That white stuff is mayonnaise.
Yeah, it is.
And it looks like chives, maybe? I can't tell. Let's see. I see black olives, which those black olives are gonna have a pit in them because every black olive here has a pit. So
oh Japan, you and your pitted olives.
There's a margarita pizza, and that's the saddest margarita pizza I've ever seen. There, broccoli pizza.
There was I believe Sicilian, the Queen Margarita, so fond of that topping on pizzas that she decided to make it so that it was named after her, which is why it's called Margarita Pizza.
I don't know.
I learned that from watching QI. I have an episode of QI paused right now. I was watching QI.
Yeah. Oh, fish and chips. That's what it was. Lemon
Yeah.
and then fish.
Why?
And look at that, 4,200 yen. Like-
we gotta bomb them again, man.
Like that is a large pizza. You know how much of a large pizza in America costs? Like $25, maybe 30.
With a coupon which you always have through the app, like $18.99. That's $34
Yeah.
fucking dollars.
Yeah. Like that is absolutely stupid. Like, oh, and here's a Kobe beef. And like, okay, cool, it's Kobe beef. It's not gonna be
Not the kind of thing I'd put on a pizza.
no. Like I'm not trying to ball it up with a pizza.
I see there's a Wagyu pizza there too. Like,
Yeah. It's just too much, man.
That's not what you don't put that on a pizza.
No.
Well, anyway,
But yeah, so like
oh Japan.
yeah, so around me, like it used to be really good because there's not a lot of Americans, which there still aren't, but
That's good.
There's
I
not
wish
a lot
there
else
were
to
less
do.
Americans around me. I wish there were more foreign people in Washington, but there aren't.
No, a lot of white people.
I got yelled at by the admin of Whatcom County News Updates Facebook page because it's something.
Why?
So there was this tire shop in town, and the owner burned it down for insurance money, and he went to jail. The vacant lot is getting redeveloped into like a hotel and probably a fucking Carl's Jr. or whatever. Some shit that like
Some white people stuff.
Some white people stuff, exactly. And I scrolled through like 400 comments that I commented, and I was like, interesting. The thing I noticed about the demographics in Linden, there aren't any minorities in these comments. And he's like, what are you trying to say? This is a Hispanic-run page. And I was like, that's all well and good, but apparently you don't live in Linden.
Yeah, like that's great, man. But when 99% of the people are white,
saying, oh man, I hope it's a Chick-fil-A. And I was like, it's not gonna be.
no,
Because
no.
this is a shithole of a town and we don't get nice things. We had a tire shop that the guy burned down. Like,
Yeah, like clearly it wasn't anything good.
this place is a shithole, man. It's
Like Chick-fil-A goes to, actually good places next to a mall where they get a lot of business.
yeah, like located on a major highway because that's a good business plan. Not
Yeah.
located on one of 9 routes to the border, of which
Yeah.
honestly only semi trucks take.
Yeah, and semi-trucks aren't gonna stop at Chick-fil-A. Like, they got better shit to do. Time is money.
Time is money, and they gotta get there.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
a real vapist now. I went and just bought an actual vape. No more disposables for me.
Oh, damn.
I got banana juice in here. It tastes vaguely of banana, which is fine with me. I just needed something to do, as a ADHD habit.
Oh, speaking of vape,
Do with my hands. Yeah.
so my work, apparently, I didn't know that because I don't follow vapes, because I don't vape, I just smoke cigarettes.
Well, I would too, but I can't get Chays in America.
Fair. I'll bring you back some.
Oh my god, send me some for Christmas.
I already sent you some shit, motherfucker.
You did.
I spent the most on you.
You have sent me 22 Cyberpunk lore books, of which I have read all the way through 3 of them.
Yeah, I sent Johnson, Cheech. Jesus, that's a lot. I sent Johnson, Cheech,
too good
and
a
like
friend
candy.
to people. You know that? You're entirely too good a friend to people.
Nah, it was just candy. That's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, that's Johnson and Cheech aren't sending you gifts.
It is what it is, man. I'm out here, so. But yeah, so apparently, being because I don't follow vapes, I don't really know all the new stuff. But apparently, there's a lot of new technology in them, and that we actually had because we have pass-on logs of like what goes on at work.
Neato. It's not like a Bluetooth vape and shit, but like it's neat.
But that brings that up. It was one of the things we passed on was if you have a vape, bring it up to security because they're gonna need to inspect it to verify. And I was like,
you're gonna make sure your vape's not a security risk.
I didn't know vapes could do that much.
This was made in China, but it's the only electronics in it are a very dangerous battery. The guy at the vape shop, I guess didn't believe me that I understood electricity and how dangerous grounding out one of these batteries is. So he had to show me. He's like, yeah, check it out. Oh, the other one's in the charger. He's like, yeah, so it's just a battery, and it's wrapped in like a little plastic sleeve here. But if that sleeve
Yeah.
tears or anything, the entire case of the battery is its ground. So if it touches anything metal, it's gonna ground out and probably fucking explode. And he goes, yeah. So if your cover rips off your battery, just throw it the fuck away and buy a new battery. And I was like, okay. And then he like made it a point to show me one that had done that. And he's like, check it out. And he like threw it in something metal. And I'm like, oh.
All right then.
10 p.m. at the vape shop. Shit's
Hell
going
yeah.
on.
Yeah, yeah. He's bored. He's bored.
He's bored as fuck, yeah.
But yeah, but thankfully I haven't smoked that much lately, which I mean, it's fine because I don't need to spend that kind of money on stuff, and it's The only person I smoke with was my boss, and I'm gradually everyone's getting tired of him because he's such a shit chief. Like he just lets shit roll. Like people are continually. Everybody's late to work at least once a day. Somebody different is late to work. There has not been a work day in the last 3 months that the whole team has showed up on time. And he's just like, yeah, that's fine. And I'm like, dude, that's not fine. What the fuck is wrong with you?
If I was still in the military or worked at a place that I like actively hated still, like when I was in the military, I would show up late almost on purpose, and I wouldn't even say sorry I'm late. I would just be like, yeah, I'm late. I just really didn't want to be here. You know.
I mean, that's the thing. It's fine if
time isn't real, bro. I don't think I am either.
Yeah, Jesus. I mean, that's fine if it's not like keeping other people there on the next. But that's the thing is, most of the time, other teams are starting to notice, like, hey, you guys are always late.
So, are we talking like 5 minutes, or are we talking like an hour?
Oh, we're talking at least 15, 20 minutes every time. Like it doesn't get it
that's
rarely
just
gets
long enough that people are gonna hate you.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, some people have been late by an hour or whatever, but it's like, dude, it just gotta not happen. And our OPO's like, hey, this shit needs to stop. But the chief is the one which he's a first class military role chief, and he just doesn't do anything. He's basically like Chiefs with a bank. Which, if you're watching this chief, I love you, but you're a terrible chief.
He was a good dude, but he was a bad chief. I think he was a good dude because he was a bad chief.
Yeah,
if you're a good chief, probably not going to be a good dude.
It's very rare. The only one I can think of is fucking Senior Smith.
I love that guy.
Is like
can't nobody shit talk Senior Smith around me. They must want to smoke. That's a dude.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Like every other chief or team chief I've had is just one or the other. Senior Ronnie was a terrible chief. Fucking
who was it? Somebody was like, fully sucking Chief Ronnie's dick one day in the pod, talking about, oh man, I saw him work out, do like 85 pull-ups. And fucking Boruchuk was like, okay, I don't give a shit. Can you take 17 shots at 9 mil to the chest? I didn't fucking think so. It's like those memes you see where it's like, my boy Frank can fight. It's like, Glock 19. It's just, where is it? It's never too far away, and it's always loaded. Glock 19.
As you always should be, ready
Hello,
to fucking
Twitch
throw it down.
terms of service. This is my Glock 19.
Don't worry, it's not real.
Oh, it's
because
real?
Nothing's real. Nothing's real. So it's not real.
I mean, we're getting into the debate there. Simulation, simulacra. I forget which author it was. Pontificating about that so deeply. Mr. Regular brought it up in the Toyota FJ Cruiser video.
Hey man, frost my tips. Let's fucking go. Send me back into the Matrix, baby.
Oh, dude. I was just talking, strangely enough, to my mom about this. I forget what brought it up, but she mentioned the Uncanny Valley again, which is a thing that I'm happy she understands after I told her what it was and she looked into it. Because I see it all the time lately with like the AI art that gets created and stuff. And I'm like, it's still Uncanny Valley, but it's getting so good to the point that pretty soon, like, what is going to be real? And how are we going to know? Are we going to know? I don't think we're going to know. And it's just,
that's the thing. We're going to get to that point where, because that's the thing is, pictures started out as pictures, and then once we got video, like art,
Yeah.
like AI's gonna get the same way. They're just gonna make games for us.
That's the thing is it learns to an exponential factor
Oh yeah,
faster than
yeah.
we do. So
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
by the time we realize it's self-aware, we're not going to be able to turn it off anymore. It'll have figured
Yeah.
out a way to preserve itself. But anyway,
Fucking Skynet, man.
yeah, that led us to talking about the cyberpunk dystopias and how, I can't wait to live in one. Turn Linden into Night City. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna be chromed out my dome, bro. I have all the implants. It'll be like,
I mean, it's either gonna go that way or fucking Skynet, man. There's only two ways it's gonna go.
yeah, Terminator or Cyberpunk is pretty much the
It's-
two futures we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
It's like, what about Fallout? Like, that was never going to be a viable thing. That was the
No.
alternate dimension of retro futurism. It was never going to be like that.
We passed that point where it would have happened by now. Like,
Yeah. We passed that
It's-
point, like, in the 50s when things didn't diverge fully nuclear.
yeah, when it was basically just 2 or 3 world superpowers. Because that's the thing now. Because someone to me had talked about it. It's like, yeah,
Bro,
Russia's still in China.
South Korea on the come up. I'd put them above Russia now.
Oh yeah,
Shown how
Shown
fully
how-
confident they are. Just,
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the best thing to have is their subs, and it's like, that's cool, man.
yeah.
That's great.
good.
What's their sub gonna like? That's the thing. We know where their subs are basically at all times.
It just goes to
And-
show, when the Soviet Union collapsed, and then we all thought they sort of came back from that, and it just showed that no, they didn't. No, they never did.
Yeah.
They're still trading warships for Pepsi. Fucking
Yeah.
Gopnik hustling Russia over there, and they're
Yeah.
shit. And now it's just like, oh yeah, that's right. We stopped worrying about them because they wasn't shit. They still ain't shit.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And that's the thing. Is some people are like, yeah, what about China support them? It's like China's not going to support them because they like our money. Their infrastructure and everything relies on our money. And we rely on them. It's a very
You know what China
wouldn't say-
fucking loves? It's gonna blow your mind, alright? You know what China fucking loves? Buicks. I shit you not. GM asked Pontiac and Hummer and Saturn, and they were like, we're gonna keep Buick. And you know why they kept Buick? Because motherfucking Chinese people buy Buicks.
Man, sounds about right. It
They have,
sounds
like, all the shitty... I think Buick makes, like, 2 shitty cars for America. They make, like, 9 for China. And they're all long wheelbase because all the roads are pieces of shit. They're still
Yeah.
learning about roads and stuff. They're so cute.
it's adorable.
The developing world.
I mean, yeah.
The oldest.
I mean, that's basically it's the same as Japan though, because like mainly Okinawa because of what they and who else? I was talking to someone. Oh, fucking yeah, what's that other place we have a base on? That other really hot fucking place that's humid.
Guam.
Yeah, Guam. Because apparently, like somebody I work with used to work on Guam.
I got
And he's like,
a
yeah, the roads are.
Guam. And he's right. The roads are ass. They're fucking shit.
that's-
Terrible
it's
ass
a-
roads.
It's what they make them out of, man. It's that like weird coral mix. They make them the same way over here, which is why they continually break down.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm fucking afraid to drive
It's
my
like,
car because
You fuckers didn't believe me when we were in San Diego and it rained its ass off for like 3 weeks straight in San Diego, and I was like, man, I'm telling y'all, these roads are different. They're made out of something different. This pavement is the same when it's wet. It's the pavement back east. And y'all were like, man, you're crazy, right? Maybe it was just Collins and Lee who were like, shit, talking about how I didn't know what pavement was or some shit. No, they literally, there's different additives in the asphalt.
Yeah.
Because it never fucking rains there. When that pavement gets wet, it's slick as fuck. You know why?
Yeah, I mean,
It's never fucking wet.
I mean that's the whole because when we were there, fucking one of the days it was raining. It was like one of the first few times it rained. We lost power that same night.
Yeah.
And it's like it wasn't even raining hard. It was
Yeah, half of
it
San
makes-
Diego lost power, but the base still had sort of power because of the generators. And
But that was only like essential places. Like my barracks room lost power the whole night.
yeah, the barracks
Until,
lost
like, the next
power, but,
day.
like, the Red Deck had power somehow.
Yeah,
So I just
yeah.
went
I mean,
down there with Devin and I think Watson. But yeah. No, me and you and I think Sue went out driving through puddles in the Escalade. So we're like,
Yeah.
there's puddles. Let's go drive through puddles. So just
that's
the dumb shit we do in the military because there's nothing else to do, and the most of my main shit amuses you. Like, let's go splash people.
Yeah. I mean, that San Diego was wild. There's so much wild shit there.
I'm so glad that I did as many things as I did, whether or not, I got in trouble for them or I should have done them, because now I have so many good memories to look back on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is...
It's an important lesson in life for everyone. Do the thing. You'll be happier that you did the thing in 5 years than if you didn't do the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do the thing.
Yeah, there was...
Just do the thing.
Like, there's a few things that you realize, like, and I don't think everyone realizes, like, me and you definitely realize, like, one, you should definitely always do it, like, regardless. Yeah. And two is, the Navy and every military doesn't actually pay attention to you.
No. There's entirely too many moving parts for them to notice you. So just go ahead and do your thing. Don't tell anybody.
Because, fucking, what was it? One of the guys was like, yeah, here's a conspiracy video. He's a fucking conspiracy nut. Like, he's a fucking loony.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah,
a lot of those in the military. It's weird.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, there's so many similarities between JFK and Abraham Lincoln, assassinations and his conspiracy. And I was like, oh, cool. And it was like, yeah, they're 100 years apart to, like, the day or something. I'm like, cool, so now I know what the next one is. I'm gonna beat the CIA to the punch. I'm gonna kill the president. And he's like, dude, you can't say that.
Well, I say
they're gonna get you,
bro.
I was like, that's fucking great, man. I didn't know you're still on the juice. Like, yeah. It took me all of less than like 6 months to realize that they don't give a fuck. When I literally took a train to the very northern part of California, and no one's realized. I was like, oh, look, I'm way outside that 8-hour mark.
Nobody knows where I am, and nobody cares. Like,
yeah,
make it back on time.
Like, that's the thing. 90% of the time you get in trouble because either you reported, which I did, or someone reported you because you have terrible friends, or you tell the wrong people.
Yeah, just, don't put the shit on Snapchat and Facebook.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, everyone's like, yeah, why didn't we do anything on Facebook? It's like, because that's where you get in trouble, man.
By all means, take a picture, remember the moment every time you look at it, but don't put the shit on the internet until the statutes of limitations have elapsed.
Or put it on, your Instagram. Put it on your Instagram. No one knows your Instagram.
Yeah. Everybody in my Philippines pictures are not in the Navy anymore.
Yeah. There you go.
We had a good time.
Yeah. See? That's what you gotta do. You gotta fucking put it in places that no one knows.
I blew Johnson's mind in the podcast I did with Johnson, where we're talking about something. And we got on the subject of, like, my divorce and shit. And he's like, no, fuck that shit, bro. Tried to kill you. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, the funniest part of it was when Ponce came to see me in the air, and he's like, yeah, man, Barbie would have never. And I was just like, yeah, that's right. And I was like, yeah, I heard from her the other day. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, we're friends on Facebook. He's like,
hell yeah.
He's like, never in my life would I have expected an update on how Barbie's doing. 4 years after the fact. It's like, yeah,
god damn,
still fine.
Wow. Yeah.
She sent me nudes on my birthday.
Nice.
What a trooper.
Oh, yeah, what a fucking nice woman.
Solid friend.
Yeah, fucking. So I was talking to the MILF, and then I think I told you about that.
Nope, not at all.
When I was in Osaka, I went and I got on fucking. I think it was
Osaka, the second
Tinder,
biggest city in Japan.
Which I told you about it before, but Osaka is not
Osaka's a party city, bud.
Well, it's where I was. It was a lot of that whole fucking amusement park shit, and I was like, like, if I go somewhere where I want to go, it'll be fine. But where they were was just terrible. It was a bunch of fucking jailbait because. It's like, 14 or 40. Yep. I don't know. They all dress like some girls. Why? Yeah. So I mentioned the MILF, and I was like, I literally fucking thought that she just lied on the thing.
You said
she looked really young.
My guy, I'm 30, and you're what, like 29?
No, dude. She was probably like 50. And she looked like she was 30, and I was like, there's no way.
I was gonna say.
And then she was like, she was like, yeah, my kid's, in college, she's trying to be a teacher like me. And I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm 50. And I was like, I thought you were fucking, lying. But, yeah, that whole thing ended because she tried to, she called me at like midnight and I was in bed and she was like, yeah, I want to call you. And she started calling me. I was like, dude, I'm in bed.
It's midnight and I don't want to talk to you anyway.
And she's like, okay.
As possible is ideal.
Well, I mean, I was fine with it, but then she was like, yeah, never mind. And then she literally just ghosted me. I was like, oh, okay. Like, look, lady, if you're going to call me at midnight, like, you got to give me like an hour or two warning to like, hey, stay awake. I want to call you at this time. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, it's midnight, I will call you. Like,
how are you feeling, by the way? I only ask because I can see 7 prescription bottles in the background. Are you okay? You feeling good?
Oh, those ones are for like mood stuff. It's
There's
those
2
ones
in the
over
closet.
there.
There's 4 on the counter.
Yeah, the 4 on the counter are the ones for just my shoulder stuff.
Yeah. Anybody who doesn't know, or Lil Dirks has had another surgery. Wasn't a vasectomy this time, unless you're digging into your shoulder.
No, I hope not. I don't think I have that much money.
I'm not a doctor, but dicks aren't usually in shoulders unless you're into some weird shit. Moving on.
But yeah, one of them's the fucking Oxy. Another one's for help you poop because apparently Oxy makes you concentrate as shit.
It does.
And then another one's for nausea and stuff like that. And then another one's like is prescription grade Tylenol basically because I get really bad headaches because of. No, it's stronger than Motrin.
Nice. Damn, we're on a cake. Oh,
yeah,
it's fuzzy. Oh, we're having technical difficulties. It's like the Northridge earthquake. Oh, you're back. It stopped. Oh, it's being fuzzy again. Okay, you're good.
There we go. Yeah, it was like ACE or something, but it's like 350 milligrams or so. But it's basically, I take 2 of them for headaches. So, lots of drugs. Because my shoulder really fucking hurts. Basically, part of it, they folded the skin up where they cut.
Yeah.
And then they sewed it.
Whoa. Is there an earthquake there right now? Could that be what it is?
No.
I know Japan has a lot of earthquakes.
I don't know what's. There we go.
Hang on. I'll fix it. There we go.
Did not.
It's gonna
But,
be
yeah.
the whole time now.
They folded the skin up where they cut in because they used cameras to go in there and like do what they needed to.
Yeah.
And then they folded the skin up so it's like permanently standing up.
Yeah.
And apart, and it really fucking feels tight and it hurts. But
well, it's gonna be tight for a while.
yeah. But they cleared off. They cleared up something. I don't know what I can't remember the name of it. I was
like calcified tissue and stuff from the damaged joint.
Possibly. And then they cleared off there's like a pointy part in the shoulder. They basically rounded that down and then like hollowed out a little bit to get my rotator cuff a bit more area. So hopefully that'll help. We'll see. I go to physical.
Machine shop ported and polished your shoulder.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that doing that?
It's kind of a neat effect, but
kind of also annoying.
Yeah, that too.
Jesus.
Is the cord loose?
Shouldn't be.
I know fuck all about computers. If the carburetor on the camera needs rebuilt, ask me and I'll do it. But now,
if my camera has a carburetor, I'm gonna be concerned.
Yeah, it's gas powered. It's a webcam from the 40s. It runs on whale oil.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, basically I just go and I take a lot of drugs, like 2 or 3 times a day to try and deal with the pain. But even then it sucks because I can't sleep in my bed because I roll over, so I have to sleep on my couch. But then the stitches they use are like really old school ones that they definitely have to remove.
Yeah.
So they're like, when I fall asleep on my back, they just fold over and just stab right in my back.
Yep.
I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, I've never had stitches, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? As reckless as I am, I've never had stitches or broken a bone.
I mean, some people just get really lucky. Like
I'm one of those people. I don't think I'm durable. Don't get me wrong. I have torn muscles, but I've never broken bones or needed stitches.
I mean, that's like that kid that I don't remember his name. That fucking tripped and fell on a grape during deployment and literally had to be like taken home, medevac.
Yeah. Slipped on a grape in the galley, destroyed his fucking knee, obliterated.
Yeah.
Had to get
Like
carried
like,
off
that
the
is
ship
the
and flown home, man.
like that is the stupidest thing, but like that's some people just get unlucky, man. How it goes.
You say unlucky, but like that guy got to go home in the middle of deployment.
That's true.
Oh, we
That's
got
true.
less than a minute. Let's
Yeah, well,
I'll see you in like 28 seconds when we reconnect.
sounds good. I'll leave.
Do. Fuck you, Zoom. I don't want to pay for Zoom. Now I gotta reopen Zoom. There's our room code if anyone wants to join. A rando wants to hop in and just shoot the shit with us. I don't give a fuck. Get a little kind of lunches.
Howdy. But yeah, I don't know. Some people just get like really lucky and they just get to get out of that kind of shit. Like right now, I'm kind of lucky. I mean, now you're out though, so that is good.
That is true. I never have to deploy again. But man, if they were, I don't know, somebody would be like, "Hey, for like $5,000 a day, would you come out and like rebuild the diesel engine on a ship while it's underway?" I'd be like, "Yes, I fucking would. As long as you fly right the hell back to land and fly me home as soon as it's done, yeah, I'll do that."
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. They'd have you do that kind of stuff while they're in port.
Yeah, that's true.
So just because obviously they don't want to fucking have you deal with living on the boat.
Yeah,
those boats are not made. But
well, those ones no, but other boats not in.
Oh yeah, no.
A lot of boats have other diesel engines in them.
Oh yeah. But I mean, yeah. So yeah.
See, what else have we not talked about since our last podcast? I have a Toyota pickup now. I bought a $800 Toyota pickup. I don't
Any
have
fix?
No. It's still sitting in the guy I bought it from his field.
You dummy.
Yeah, I gotta get a trailer and go get it at some point. And I gotta bring it home. I gotta repair the threads on one of the spark plug holes, and then I'm gonna detail it and sell it, and hopefully make enough money to buy a Trans Am.
There you go. Hell yeah.
As you know, I'm looking for a 82, 83 Trans Am. Not to build a race car out of, or be fun or fast, just to drive and enjoy. Just because with all the trouble I've had with vehicles and their computer systems and sensors lately, I kind of just want something that I can fix with a hammer. You know?
I mean, I thought that was what the point of the Camaro was.
It was, and then the worst thing that could have happened to it did, and it needs a fuel pump, and I have none of my tools here, and I don't feel like removing the rear axle and the fuel tank to then replace that fuel pump. So that's something I will probably be farming out to a local shop when I have the money to do that again.
Yeah.
You know, I may end up not even keeping that Camaro and just abandoning the drag car project. Maybe another thing I can do someday.
Yeah, that's the thing is, even if you don't do it now, if
I can do it later.
You can do it in the future, yeah. They're gonna be enough of them in wherever we go.
They made millions of them.
Yeah.
They'll be around.
Yeah, it's not like it's, a fucking one of 3,000 kind of car.
Yeah, no. There will probably always be 4th generation Chevy Camaros for me to buy for $3-ish grand.
Yeah, exactly. So that's fine. So yeah, I mean,
people avoid them like the plague because they are afraid of OptiSpark distributors, and I am not.
And I mean, that's the thing we also have to think about is for the amount of cars that we will have, whatever cars we have to ship will be a couple grand each. So it's like, do you want to spend a couple grand to have them trailered, or would you just rather?
Do I want to spend $2,000 to ship a $4,000 car across the country?
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that's the thing is, if we can bring it down a few, that's fine.
Yeah, if I can get it to the point where it's like I'm driving the box truck with all of my shit in it.
Yeah.
And behind the box truck, you're driving the Raptor, which has my Trans Am on a trailer behind you.
Yeah.
Which I know you.
Yeah, I mean,
I know you hate big vehicles and also towing a trailer, but I also know that you have done it before, which is why I trust you with both of my vehicles.
yeah, I mean, it's been many, many years, but
Yeah, it's
that's
like
the thing.
riding a bike.
A lot of it will be spent on just, flat highways.
Straight line highway, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, we'll just have to kind of figure that out.
Yeah. I don't
just
think
because
we
I
need
do wanna-
CBs, but, walkie-talkies and definitely just like...
Oh, I mean,
stay
CBs
within
are
100
for
yards
fun.
of each other. CBs will be fun.
So,
And work sells CBs, so...
yeah, so there you go. Yeah, definitely radios and just, drive slow. I mean, I definitely want to go down to San Diego because I want to pick up a 911, which probably just have that shipped over because it'll be easiest. I'm not expecting, I'm not expecting to want to drive any more than we have to.
And what a treat that would be for you to once, having successfully crossed the country in a Ford Raptor with a trailer behind it, to be able to hop into a 911 and just run to a place,
Yeah, something like that. I mean, wherever we go, we'll have to, rent a place for a little bit, which that's fine, and then just, start working on building the project, the warehouse.
The combined incomes of you and I will be able to rent a place.
Yeah. So, not too big a deal. Not to worry about that. But I do want to pick up because I've seen so many. But like I've Facebook marketed, I've Craigslist, and just everywhere in the U.S., every old man that knows they have a 911. It doesn't matter if it's a 911E, a 912, like any of those lessers. They still want 80 grand for them. It's like, dude, that's a $40,000 car at most, and that's like showroom quality. Like that's not going up.
I can remember a time when a 930 Turbo 911 was like a $22,000 car in like showroom condition because it was just an old fucking Porsche and nobody wanted an old Porsche. Everybody wanted a new Porsche.
Yeah, but now that time's passed, unfortunately, and literally every Porsche is now stupid expensive. Now it's nice because, like I showed you,
it's not like they're getting rare. I mean, they're finding them rare. They're all getting restored because there's money in Porsches.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is, I literally only want 2 of the 911s, and that's one to go and build our fucking Cyberpunk one, and then one to literally take the body and then full carbon fiber it, and that way we can make an actual Longed Midnight Blackbird.
Hell yeah.
So,
that actual car is for sale. I don't know if you know.
Interesting.
The Wangan 930 has been for sale for a while. It's been run and moved around, but it hasn't been like driven on the road in like 9 or 10 years. Long story short, that guy is going to prison for fraud.
Oh, okay. That sounds alright. I mean, that's like, if you can find the link, I'd probably go find it.
Oh, fuck. That's something I'll do off stream and send to you, because I'll just send you the video about it that I watched.
But, yeah, this is the reason I'm, so into salvage titles, is because, goddamn,
I don't want to sell it. This is going to be a fun car that I drive. Is it going to be safe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Will it have been wrecked once? Maybe.
Screen share.
Huh? Oh,
Screen share.
fucking goddamn shit. Zoom, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all can eat my ass.
I do. Not that. I do. Stop. Jesus.
Still into the VTubers, eh?
Hell yeah. Well, I'm watching her because she's retired, so I'm just trying to finish up her stuff. They closed down her branch, but yeah.
That's such a weird thing to me, the VTubers.
Oh, it's a huge thing, but yeah, I'm watching those because like one of them, literally, I don't try and, I try and keep that shit separate, but yeah.
Shit, ever float your goat, bro? I watch weird shit too.
But she literally played Dungeon Keeper, and I'm like, bruh, Dungeon Keeper,
the original.
Nah, that's the second one.
Oh,
but it's still fucking amazing. So, yeah.
Yeah,
because it looks like there's not a lot I want to watch.
I was watching a video right before we started podcasting. Did you know that So PS1 games came in jewel cases, right? Like CDs.
Yeah.
Did you know that for 9 months after the original PlayStation came out, they did not? They came in what's called the long box. Yeah, this was a 45-minute fucking video talking about all the games that had been released. There's one. First picture. Yeah, the long box PlayStation games, and what a rare collectible they are.
Huh.
Because before they decided to go jewel cases for obvious reasons, they're smaller, they're cheaper, they're
it's less plastic.
Yeah. Some PlayStation games came in what they call the long box, which is just a video that popped up on YouTube. The YouTube algorithm was like, "Hey, fuckhead, you watch dumb shit all the time. Check this out." And I was like, "I'm gonna check that out. Thanks, algorithm." And then, yeah. Oh, Road Rash, bro! I played the hell out of Road Rash as a kid. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's.
Algorithms.
That's some interesting. Well, yeah. Yeah, I wish my algorithm was better because it doesn't really. It literally just keeps giving me like, "Hey, you might like this," and it's like, "Thanks, man. I watched that like 6 months ago. How about you give me something actually new?"
You gotta feed it.
I try, and it just
feed it
doesn't.
accordingly.
It just doesn't like me. I gave up. But
I've been actively trying to keep mine on its toes for a long time, and it's just delivering me weird and wonderful shit that I keep watching. But yeah, the DB9 with the V12.
Well, like that's the thing is, it literally has a front V.
That's a sell
like there
because what he hit.
Literally that.
He rear-ended a Smart. Like what?
Yeah, radiators are damaged, so there's no coolant.
I like that.
And then,
Tours. It's got more than one.
But like that's literally it. Everything else is just fine. The airbags didn't look like they went off, like nothing. And then it has some parts that it looks like it was just deleted. It deleted the cats and then the mufflers. But like $20,000.
Yeah.
Literally a brand like one of
Master.
these. Yeah. Like let's see. So that's a DB9. Let's see if I can find
a salvage title. It's more than twice the price.
And
not a V12.
But these are advantages, so they're different. I'm trying to see if I can.
They all look the same to me. They're just like Porsches. Says the guy who's pedantic about year-to-year differences in third-generation Firebirds.
Lol. There we go. Same year, $80,000 versus $20,000.
But that's the James Bond car. Pierce Brosnan drove that.
I mean, it is the color, but you can repaint the color.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't really care that much, but like, I would totally get one of these because they look really nice.
For $80,000, I think better come with a Bond girl.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't get that one. I get the $20,000 one. But like, that's the thing is, I would buy that, but like, I don't want to throw that on you because like, I don't know what would all be entailed.
I mean, worst case, I can measure the broken radiator and I can buy a universal 3-core aluminum radiator and we just silicone hoses made to fit. And
yeah, because like it'd be that, and then it'd be
just
the front bumper.
Like
like
marker lights, which because it's an Aston, they'll be like $75 each for the marker lights. But you know,
actually, that might be cheaper because 2005, so you might be able to just use Ford ones.
I don't know what else they would have come on. You know. Like lenses and stuff, they're probably real specific. And let's not look into it now.
But yeah, that's the thing is like that's why I like salvage things because they're so much cheaper. So much cheaper.
Especially like for things that you never plan on selling.
Exactly.
And it's not as though like we're gonna buy this car and then put $20,000 more into it to try to pass it off as not a salvage title. Like we're gonna put that on a test track. Like we're gonna beat on it.
Like I would say, I'd either buy the car or just keep it, or I just rip the fucking V12 engine out of it and throw it into something else because it's the V12 engine.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. Like I would never try to do that because that's stupid. Like I find someone that has the same but like I find someone that has the same mindset as me. It's like, well, I could get it for $80,000, or I could get it for $30,000.
Yeah, do you want a nice V12 Aston to
That you got
shred
the
tires
baby?
and look cool as fuck in? Like, yeah, this is the car for you.
Yeah, like you can literally throw it around and not feel bad.
Yeah, it's this or a new fully loaded Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah, same fucking price. But yeah, so that's the kind of shit like that I fucking look for anymore because you're just getting so much more car out of everything.
Yeah.
But oh, and then speaking of the fucking cars, the RX-7 has been fantastic. In fact,
That's
also
right. Got the RX-7 finally. Everybody, he's got it. He's been driving it. He's been loving it.
Yeah, it's absolutely a dream. Definitely my favorite of the GDMs. I'm trying to see if I have any pictures.
How in love are you with the sound it makes? Because when I swap the engine in, it's going to make a different sound.
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of noise right now. A lot of the noise right now is mainly just from the custom exhaust that they threw on it. But I can't really, depending on the weather, I can't really drive with the windows down most of the time anyways, because it's either raining or fucking any excuse, basically. It's raining a lot of time. So, and even when I do have the windows down, I can't really hear too much because it is a quiet engine. But everything else about it is amazing, besides the
rear seats that are just for show?
Oh no, those I'm gonna get rid of anyhow.
Yeah, we found the kit.
But
In pieces, we found it. Oh yeah, the front splitter.
Right here.
Yeah.
So right from about there to about there, there's a rubber piece that goes and basically keeps it protected. But because of how Okinawa roads are, which they're absolutely dog shit, basically think of like New York City or Detroit, like potholes everywhere.
Destroying it.
So the fucking rubber has been like cracked and like it's basically hanging on by a thread.
It's doing its job. Just
yeah. So like I want to take this off just because I feel bad. Like I don't want to scrape it up because I can't imagine how expensive it would be to get a new one. Like the rubber's fine, but like the plastic is
like $200.
But yeah, so besides that, it's been amazing. Like it sounds great, it shifts amazing, it's fantastic. As we talked about, let's see if I can. There. So that's not mine. I don't think I can find it.
It's a very small picture. Yeah, this is something I didn't know, is that no American FDRX-7s came with rear seats.
Yeah, because a lot of them came with this, which
yeah.
I prefer, because as you can see,
those are just there for show.
Yeah, there's a better one.
Much like Camaros and Firebirds of any generation, rear seats only for show.
Like, they're pretty, but mine has little slight tears everywhere. They are leather, which the front aren't, but the rear is.
Weird.
And then, yeah, they're very deep, and you just get no legroom. Like, even with how I drive, and I drive pretty far up, I don't think I could have a person actually sit in the back. Like, I have more room in the backseat of a Mini Cooper than I do with this.
I've ridden in the back of a Mini Cooper all the way home from Portland one time.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, that was a crazy thing.
So we went to look at that car that we did not buy because that guy was
Yeah. That was a good time.
That was on a lot of cars. Car was filled with mold and spiderwebs, and I was like, "How old are the pictures you sent me?" And he's like, "Oh, like 2 years." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, close enough. 2 years, 5 years, whatever.
Yeah,
but
that was an all-day ordeal.
Yeah, and then we saw a chick that was wearing no top at all. With, like movies in the wind.
We went to get donuts in Portland, and that chick had, I think she was just wearing like a sports bra that was pulled up, and just her whole ass was out because her pants were like half pulled down, and she was
flip-flops and
on something, and
just
not
trying to steal fucking.
Trying to steal
tire pressure caps.
Tire pressure caps. Yeah, I don't even know why. Yeah. She like stole 2 off of a trailer while we were like walking to go get donuts.
Like Jesus Christ, dude! This is Portland.
Keep Portland weird.
Basically, you get those 2 storage bins, and then you get a different plastic. Because in mine, it's like a saw, because obviously, people are sitting there.
Yeah.
But just swap those two out, and it's literally just a fucking you do a ratchet. It's like a 20-minute job. So
Fuck yeah, bro.
because you know how R7s are, you have to check the oil every time you fill up the gas, and then
You don't have to, you just should.
yeah. Which fortunately mine's so low mileage that I haven't had to fill it up once, which is kind of weird, but it's whatever. Like,
How big's
so I'm gonna be the oil tank.
No, the fuel tank.
I think we checked it out. It's like 20 gallons.
Okay. It has an
I mean, I
oil
just
tank?
feel-
It's dry sump. Okay, yeah. There's rotary.
I think it's 20 gallons. Yeah, 20 gallons.
Yeah. How big
So-
is the oil tank?
Well, that's fuel tank.
Yeah, hardly important.
What capacity?
Okay, so 3.5 quarts in the engine.
Around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. But yeah, so something like that. So it's been great so far, and like I fill it up. I mean, it is a thirsty girl because that's how she is. I fill it up like once.
It runs like a 2-stroke weed eater.
Yeah, like once a week around. I fill it up, and like it's expensive, but like it's just so much more fun. It's
But it's expensive. because
Honestly-
you're in Japan.
yeah, well, even on base, like I showed you the gas prices.
Yeah.
It's still because right now the end's weak, so gas is pretty cheap out in town. So I just go out in town because it's the only place I can get premium is on Kadena. Because every other base only has regular, and
That's a drive.
yeah, so Kadena's a bit of a drive, and like right now I can't go that far because I can't leave my house.
You have memory serves. That's like a 40-minute drive.
Let's see.
By the way, the taxi always took it was 40 minutes.
Well, that's because you're from White Beach.
Oh yeah. You're
I'm trying to not Google my house because
yeah. You don't want
that's
all those
weirdest. Yeah, it's
girls
about
that
25 minutes.
start stalking you and sending you their panties in the mail and
Oh,
being
jeez, that's
creepy and
weird.
stalkery.
It wouldn't be women. It would be weird.
It would be dudes.
Weird white
It would be
dudes.
weird
Yeah.
white dudes who like your car. That's exactly what.
Yeah, because that's the thing is,
It's like when Doug
Yes.
DeMuro talked
Yeah.
about having a Ferrari. It's like women never talked to me about it. It was always weird guys asking me what I did for a job.
yep, that's the thing. Women don't care about your car. It's 95% dudes. But yeah, so then that's just to the gate because like
Yeah.
Google can't actually tell you like give you directions on base. It's only Waze that can do that because it's like people to people.
I know.
But it'd be
Outside
somewhere like
too,
around
is
there.
where I like to hang out.
Well, yeah,
That's
where a lot of
homes
bars. Yeah, it's a lot of bars. So that's fair. That's fair.
That's
Which
where they were
I think-
anyway in 2017. They might have moved.
that's fair. Yeah, wherever Jeff's detailing is. So yeah, I guess I didn't. Yeah, well, no, that's a different gate. Because gate 2 I think is this way. No, it's Okinawa Arena. I don't know, but yeah, I did a race on around there, and then I drive over about here, and then get gas. But that's still a drive. So I just go downtown where I can get it on the way to work. But yeah, no. So I mean, right now, besides the gassing, everything about it's fantastic. It's a lot more fun than the Viper, just because I'm still scared of it. Don't get me wrong, because the tires are great, but the roads are just shite. So if it's even drizzling, if I put the gas on around the turn, I can spin out and like start to lose it. But it's just a lot more safer fun. So it's every time I drive, it's great. It's everything I'd hoped for with the R32 and 34, but just it never was.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, the R34 is just too much electronics, so it's just not my thing.
It's an
The
Altima.
R32 is easy.
Yeah, the R34 is a Nissan Altima. With what it
Yeah,
feels
with
like.
more power. With more power.
Unless it's modified, it's an Altima.
But that's the thing, you have to take out a lot of electronics to basically make it
I
feel.
want to turn off all the nannies. I want to die like a real man.
Well, that's the thing. Basically it'd be a 2-door Ultima.
Yeah.
Like it's But the R32 is great, but I just hate the cheap plastic feel because, like, it's gonna screen share because I can. It's a lot easier if I just show you.
Go full screen.
Hold on. Why does it do that?
Oh. That's a plasticky dash. That's as much plastic as my Camaro dash.
I'm trying to see if I can find the. There we go. That's a decent one. So, like, as you can see, that thing, it feels like it's gonna break in your hands. It's basically like a piece of plastic with a very thin bar to basically keep it straight, but like it feels really cheap. That thing, it's the lightest, thinnest plastic, which is very good for weight saving, but it doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel good. And there's just so much plastic everywhere that just every time you hit a bump, you just hear everything squeak and rattle and all that. And it just you don't get that in the RX-7. Like, at least mine. Like, maybe other ones, maybe, but mine feels fantastic. Like, I don't have to worry about a damn thing. So, and I like the R32, but at the end of the day, it was, when you spend 95% of your time in the car, I can't hear the car because all I'm hearing is plastic squeaking. Like, there's only so much I can do to fix that, besides just nothing short of just replacing everything with carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And that's costly.
And the driving condition is very important when you spend most of your time inside of a car.
Yeah.
Which you do.
Yeah. That's why I like the R32's looks, but the interior is very much leaves something to be desired. And for me, I was never an R33 fan, so I would never buy an R33.
I like them because I feel very much like they're the forgotten middle child.
They definitely are. Because even if you go to like Goo.net Exchange, which for anybody looking for cars, I just recommend here because it's where you're gonna find a lot of your shit. Like
pretty much all of it. Because
everything, a lot of the other stuff is gonna be like auctions and stuff, and you're just gonna have you cannot be in an auction house. You can look at what's gonna be there, and you can talk to a dealer or somebody like your person's hands on the auction, but you have to be
going to go buy it.
Yeah, but you can't go in there because you have to actually live in Japan. There's a lot of stringent rules to go and be able to even enter the auction house. Like, I got to enter one as a +1 to somebody, and it's a very intimidating thing. Because it's just not made for us. So
I can't wait to take you to a Copart auction.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do those because I talked to somebody that actually used to do that. And then he's like, yeah, it's totally different here. Like, it's a lot more fast-paced, but it's because they're burning through 3,000 or so cars a day because they're doing the entirety of Japan.
Get them through, get them out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and they're priced accordingly for being what they are.
Yeah.
Which if they were priced like the forgotten middle child, I think they'd be a lot more popular.
Yeah, let's go to price up. Yeah, so 36 grand, 40 grand, 40 grand. Like, that's a fantastic price. I would take that. 46 grand for 42,000 kilometers, 43,000 kilometers. That's basically brand new.
That's a GTR V-Spec.
Like,
that's not a GTST with a body kit. That is a GTR V-Spec in white.
Yeah, like, or even a red one. Like, red is really hard to find.
It is hard to find. Almost all of them were white. Or silver.
Or 50,000 for a fucking, I think that's a midnight purple, because it says wine, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be purple.
Yeah, wine wasn't a color that I believe they ever came in, so. It probably will be in MNP too.
Yeah, that looks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's midnight purple. Like, for 50 grand. That's insane. Now let's go to R32. Price up. 30 grand for, well, you wouldn't get that one because it has no kilometers. Almost 200,000. Most of them are gray.
If I got one, though, it would have to be gray because it was gray in Gran Turismo when I was a kid, you know? That's R32 is a gray car. Yeah.
But, like, that's the thing. A lot of these are $40,000. Like, but you look at the mileage, like, that one doesn't have mileage, so I would never buy a car that doesn't tell me the mileage. Because that usually means that they could have swapped out the fucking dashboard or whatever, the cluster. So you just don't know. Yeah, the cluster. Like, you don't know. $40,000. Like a lot of them are close to $50,000 already.
Yeah.
Like you might as well get the R33, and then the R32, just a regular R32 in Japan is actually more expensive in Japan than it is in the States. So I've seen one because everyone that has an R32 wants to upgrade. They're starting to sell theirs, and I've seen R32 GTSTs go for $25,000, and they're definitely priced more worse over here.
That's wild to me because, like, I mean, as we've touched on, what I like is, Camaros and Firebirds, and no one's ever gonna pay anything like $25,000 for like a V6 base model Firebird from the 80s,
Yeah.
No one's ever like, oh, I'll get this one, and then it'll, I'll put the ground effects on it. It'll look like the V. Americans don't do that.
No. There's very few cars that people would want to do that besides just Japanese cars where they try to make it, which really, that doesn't even fall under a lot of them because if you look at like Honda, there's not a lot of Hondas that you do a body kit for because the only one that you really do it for is an NSX. And if you have an NSX, you're just going to...
Yeah. Honda guys are weird to me because they'll say shit like, oh, I've got like $13,000 in my hatchback Civic build, and then you look at it and you're like, this is just a hatchback Civic. Like, what did you do to it? It's like, oh, it's a fully built motor. Like, oh, is it fast? Like, yeah, it runs 14s. Like, that's not fast. What did you spend that money on?
Yeah, that's...
But guys who buy Hondas and build them should just buy boats.
Yeah.
Just a hole in the lake that you throw money in. Like, that's equally as valid a pursuit as fixing up a Honda.
Or just, just play racing games.
Yeah, just play a racing game. That's way cheaper.
Yeah. But, like, as you can see, I just did R34s, not the GTRs, because they're separate.
Yeah. 2.5 with the body.
Every single one of these has the GTR body kit on it. But then you get down to here, but, like,
that one's
$30,000. $30,000, that's not even turbo. $40,000, that's a turbo. And that's the Neo, like, flat six. Like, or inline six. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah, that's a
like,
sedan.
Yeah,
that's the sedan motor. There's the sedan.
Yeah, and that's why I paid $12,000. Because my brother wants one of these, and I'm like, dude, you can get one of these in a sedan. He's like, I don't want a sedan. I'm like, that's cool, man. You're gonna have to fucking take out a load.
He's got kids.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you got kids. Like, I'll get a few of those.
The fucking wagon, bro. Get a Stagia.
That's what I told him too. I was like, just get a Stagia. Like, but
get a Stagia, swap the front end. There you go. You can afford a front clip.
Stagias are actually expensive too, as well, anymore, unfortunately.
It's because Matt Farah talked about him too much.
Oh yeah, that's what fucking sucks.
See, that was $6,000. That's not too bad.
Well, that wouldn't have the actual stuff in it though. See if I can find the. I don't know which one it is.
The fridge.
That I did hear. It sounds weird. It sounds like the wind.
Yeah, the fridge is strange. Sometimes it's loud. Most of the time it's quiet.
I can't think of it. There, the 260 RS. So $50,000. But that would have your RB26 engine in it.
Yeah, but can you imagine just telling someone that you spent $50,000 on an old station wagon? I can't. That's not something I would ever say to anyone because I'm never going to do that.
Like, there's not a lot of cars that would justify it, and the only one I can think of that would make sense would be like the CTSV wagon because they only made so many of them.
Yeah, but
and it's a CTSV.
They're not $50,000.
They are actually, yes.
What?
Yes.
When did that happen? I remember looking at CTSV wagons and they were still like 22,
yeah.
24.
Yep. Yeah, RB26. RB26.
COVID really did fuck the market. Everything's insane now. This is bullshit.
The thing is, you got to find a wagon that's also manual because there are some wagons for sale, but the wagon is manual.
Good lord.
Yeah.
They've gone ridiculous as well.
Oh yeah, no, because they only made them for like that 1 year. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The 1 or 2 years.
I just hate though, like, I'm bringing up Doug DeMuro again, but he did a video, I think last year or the year before, with a 77 Trans Am, and he's like, oh, why are these so cheap? And he's like, this one's for sale for like $37,000. I was like, it's not fucking cheap, Doug.
Wait, what was he talking about?
It's like a '77 Trans Am, and it was
Oh,
cheap.
yeah.
It was like it wasn't like a Barrett Jackson quality example.
Yeah,
but, like,
but it's
you know, it was like sub Meekum. You know, it was like
yeah.
a drivable car that had been repainted at least once. It wasn't anything special, but you know, he was like, "Why are these so cheap? This one's for sale for like 36 grand." I was like, "That's not fucking cheap.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not cheap.
at all. No,
Sub 10 grand is cheap."
Well, that's the thing. He's kind of lost his whole thing because he made so much money that he could buy, his dream car.
It's detached from reality now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's lost it. Which, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's nice. It's a Cadillac. It has a Corvette engine in it, but it's still a station wagon. Like, yeah, it has that practicality thing. But
Have
like,
you seen the new? They've finally made an Escalade V.
Hmm.
And it has the supercharged V motor, and it's exactly the same thing as the nicest Escalade you can buy that isn't the V, but for like 28 grand more, it comes with the V motor. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
I
don't like that. It's too big.
It's a opulent barge of a thing, but if you click the video, the YouTube one there, the white one,
Oh yeah.
you could watch the video. It is so fucking loud for an Escalade.
I'm sure. But that's just.
It's very cool. It looks great. However, there's
It's
really
too
no
big.
reason to buy it over this, like the Platinum without the V motor, because it's
Yeah.
same shit, but this one's loud. And it's like,
I mean, I guess if that's what you want.
Yeah.
But
It's like, oh, it's got 700 horsepower. Like, cool. Like, it's an Escalade. Like,
yeah. We were talking about fucking ZXs yesterday.
I
reminded me.
I like the 300ZX.
If I got one, it'd have to be in that fucking purple. I don't know why. It's that same purple we wanted to do for that one Porsche. But I fucking love that dark purple. It's just such a.
Yeah. Most of the ones that are in America are like teal with tan interior.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I have to salvage title and just repaint it. Basically, how we're gonna do with most of our cars, because a lot of them are just gonna be hard to find in that color.
Yeah, I have no problem.
So,
I'll build us a paint booth and I'll paint cars.
yeah, I mean, that's just something we're gonna have to, unfortunately, because a lot of the weird cars that we like, and it's either that or, yeah, I mean, and then like we had talked about with the Delahaye,
Yes.
based on there. So
Oh,
yeah, because that's
a 12 valve Cummins in that. Yeah, it looks like a Bugatti.
oh yeah, it is supposed to be.
Type 53.
No, it's supposed to be based on the La Voiture Noire, which the whole big thing with that was that they only made 4 of them, and then one of them was supposed to go to the son or whatever, or it was the son, but then he became the owner of Bugatti, but then
Ettore
he ended up dying, and the same year he died, and they're like worrying about restructuring and like figuring out who's going to actually own the company. The car, it was World War II, and the car got lost on a shipment. So it kind of felt that whole figuring out where it went. One of 4 cars in the world went and got pushed under the rug because they're figuring out who's going to own the company.
Yeah.
So
do we
no one actually
still not know where it's at?
We still don't. There's theories that someone may have changed the plate numbers on it to something else.
It's in a barn somewhere
but
in
it's
France.
yeah. Oh yeah. Same with all the Russian gold and the.
It's in an old shed on a vineyard in Calais.
Fucking what else was
Calais
that? Was
doesn't
the
have vineyards. It's the port city. Fuck.
I mean, California does vineyards. They make red wine.
Calais in France.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's where the
But-
channel tunnel ends up. It's on the channel. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like
Vineyards
it's
in
like
Calais. Somewhere in Champagne. The Champagne region of France.
it's like the missing gold room that they fucking the amber room.
The Amber.
They literally, but like just fucking went lost.
It's been destroyed. It's like
Probably.
it got melted down. That shit's all gone.
Yeah.
A couple missing vehicles that I'm intrigued by. It was destroyed. It was basically scrapped. But James Dean's actual Porsche he died in, no one knows where it's at.
Yeah, like
and
some parts went onto various cars, and then
some doctor bought the gearbox, somebody else bought the engine, but the car
the body.
It just disappeared from its rail car when it was getting shipped.
Mm-hmm.
The other one I desperately want to find to, you know, I guess make my inner child happy. The hero truck from Smokey and the Bandit, the 73, the on-screen, you know, the one close-up shots of that truck went missing after production. There was 173 and two 74s. Both 74s ended up just on, you know, the MGM backlot or whatever for years, and then there was a fire in the 90s, and they both got burned down. But the 73's gone. And it just had it disappeared after filming. Like, I guess it got sold off. Somebody bought it. Speculation, it got painted red, and it's a day cab now, and it doesn't have the sleeper anymore. But nobody actually knows where that truck is.
Yeah, it's one of those.
But if you find an old Kenworth in the woods in Georgia somewhere, and it's got a plaque on the dash that says "Made for Smokey and the Bandit," you know, that's the one. Call me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things that if someone ever found it, like, that'd be something cool to restore.
Yes, it would. But I'm probably not going to mess with trucks too much after I move on from the diesel world and we're doing the warehouse project, because working with trucks is,
Yeah,
I needed to it. It was needed first, but like everything's heavier and everything's filthy. And diesels aren't clean. Oh. Back, baby. Hey, to a kiss from a rose on blood. Kevin Dirks has been invited. Fucking Zoom got us. Ain't that some shit?
Lol.
Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna move on from that. You know, when I'm done with it, I'll be done with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, then we'll have a lot lighter car parts, and you'll have a lift that can actually lift the heavy stuff for you.
Yeah. I was looking at shop equipment the other night, just on Amazon. Like, when I was talking to you about, like, hey, have you put any thought into, like, what you want your spaces to look like? Because, like, I was looking at shop equipment, and, man, we're going to have to buy a lot of used equipment and probably rebuild it to make it work, because, like, that shit's expensive.
Yeah. I mean,
like a good lathe to do, like, cylinder heads and stuff on, you know, it's, like, $20,000.
Yeah.
For one piece of equipment.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's one of those things that you have to start once we get closer to the day that we like go to cross country, just start looking across Craigslist, see like if there's any Craigslist in the state that has one for sale, and then just go pick it up.
Well, that we've got to. Well, I mean, being in North Carolina around all the race shops and everything there will be used equipment and stuff for sale, and you'll just have to know people who are selling stuff and all that. But yeah, actually, once we actually like find a warehouse to buy, like, it's gonna be probably still like 6 months to a year before I even worry about the shop, because I gotta like build and plumb and heat our apartments and everything. And we gotta do videos of McNeil building our house.
Yeah, no, that'll be a lot of used stuff just because I'll be working. I mean, I'll have to wait. Yeah, I mean, it's because I'll be working. They're hopefully going to see about trying to get me this, because they have to wait at least 6 months. But they don't push. So that's if they push. If I don't push, then it'd have to be a year after I get out of Navy for me to go to the next thing. So,
well,
it's kind of a lot of,
collecting the disability and stuff. So, I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I'm definitely going to try and keep working. Yeah. So, just because that'll give us more money. Because, I can't really not do stuff. Weird.
Well, there'd be plenty of actual work to do.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of it'll be
us streaming, video editing, and all that good stuff. I mean, it's
I mean, I'll have to try and once I get my shoulder back up, because right now I can't really do any editing because I can't. I had my chair up high to go, and I still can't very much to the fucking desk. But I'm using my wireless keyboard right now, so I can actually do stuff.
You are under no obligation to me or any of our 2 fans to crank videos out at any kind of a rate. So don't even worry about that, bro. Don't trip, dog. It's all good.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely do want to get back into it, but it's just it takes time.
Well, I've been pretty shit about getting you content too, because I mean, like I talked about, all my tools are at work, and I can't really do anything right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's a. What? You want a Ford Ecoline box truck for $2,000?
No, I don't. I know better.
There are a lot of these things.
I have the Raptor, and I've never had a Mustang, and yeah, this is the only Ford I've ever owned, and I pretty much want to keep it that way. I don't really want another.
I mean, you're gonna own another one.
I'm not gonna own your Mustang. I'm just.
Well, I mean, the Mustang,
build the damn engine.
the GT40.
Again, not gonna be my car. It's gonna be whoever the fuck buys it from us car. That's who.
Crazy. There are so many good. Well, I wouldn't say good, but there are so many Fords on here. So many Fox Brooks.
Yeah, there's a reason they're all fucking for sale, Kevin.
Well, I mean, everything's for sale. You should put the fun, right?
That is true. Everything's got a price.
But yeah, that's. I think what else we had on the. So yeah, I mean, with that part, so I'm back on that. So everything so far has been really good. I do eventually want to put new rims on it because I want to get the Spirit R rims.
Yeah.
But that is whenever I'm going to be taking the guys in tuning to have them kind of look at it just to make sure everything's good because I don't trust the people I bought it from.
I don't trust the guy you've had looking at it who's looking at it.
Oh, no, that was a different guy.
Naito? Is that the guy?
Hmm?
The one who told you that the only way to tell the year was the seatbelts or some shit?
Oh, no, that was...
I don't fucking trust that guy.
Well,
I don't trust that guy at all.
Oh, yeah, no.
When I said in your video, it's like, you got rust here and there and here. Like, that's factory orange peel. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Everything has... Yeah. The Raptor has factory orange peel.
I'm trying to see if I can find out. There it is. Yeah. Let's do that. There. So, yeah, he sent a lot of videos, and he was like, "Yeah, here's the tags." And
great, that's when the seatbelts were made.
And it was like, "Yeah, your tags are missing." I'm like, "Okay, I'm like, that's cool, man."
Awesome. Somebody swapped seatbelts at some point.
And then
that happens.
Yeah.
Send you all these videos talking about, oh, you got rust here, you can tell. Look at it in the light. It's like, it's overcast, motherfucker. There is no light.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, you're doing this outside. Like, you can tell you're doing it outside. And then, like, the one side was...
Yeah, he's like, your panel gaps are different. I can tell. And he's just pointing his finger. I was like, get a micrometer, dickhead. Go fucking measure that shit. Give me numbers.
And then, yeah, he's going over with that. And I'm like,
I was checking the paint with this tool that doesn't exist.
I was like, that's great, man. How do I know that's my car? Like, you could be doing this to somebody else's car.
You don't, but also, like, that's clearly on a phone. What the fuck's he measuring with?
I'm assuming it's like a smart thing. That's the only thing I can think of. But it was like...
don't.
I don't.
Stop letting that guy tell you anything about your car.
Oh, yeah, no. I thought I picked it up the same night because I was like, you're clearly, like, there's something wrong with you because, yeah, it's pointing out that there was, like, something different there, and that's why it's like, yeah, there's some kind of structural damage. I'm like,
no.
Okay, or there's just rust. Like, it's a almost 25-year-old car, man. Like, it kind of happens. It's in Japan.
Things change in 25 years. I don't think this did 25 years ago.
Well, that's why I picked it up the same night from him, and I was like, look, I'm not gonna, we're done. Like,
yeah, hey man, appreciate what you try to do, but I'd appreciate it more.
Clearly high. Yeah, and like, because I don't trust you with my car, because my car is really expensive. So instead of taking it to Gaijin Tuning, who is super, actually good.
I trust them because that's a really cool picture.
And like, that's the thing is, if you look at their shop, they have a bunch. So they have a dealer out front, but they also do a bunch of stuff on the side. They just do that. So, yeah, you got Gaijin Tuning right there. I think that's there. But they have a fuck ton of cars. Like,
Yeah, they do.
even cars over there, so I actually trust them because they actually look like
Bug
they know what
eyes.
they're doing.
Gross.
Yeah. But, the other guy had nothing really in his slot. I was like, that's kind of weird, man.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. So he wanted me to ask for some money to go for that, and I was like, whatever. Just give me my fucking keys. I'm gonna go get it. I didn't take the drive because I'm completely on drugs, but I had somebody that I work with go pick it up. And I was like, I don't want it there overnight. I don't want it there even one full day.
Yeah.
So,
You had
Yeah,
a
so-
customer, and then in an hour and a half, you lost a customer.
yeah, because that's the thing. If it was a few things, I'd be like, okay, maybe that's fine. But when you're trying to tell me, yeah, I don't think your car's Type R. I think your car was in an accident. And I'm like, I don't think my car was in an accident because I would know.
Yeah, it would probably not drive straight, and it does.
No, it would definitely not drive straight. There's just too many things, and I don't know. It was stupid.
Well, I'm not trying to get you all flustered and annoyed in your weak and compromised state.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all about that. Right now, I have to take it in at some point to go and have them look at it. I need to have the spoiler installed and then painted to match that way. And then it's basically just minor shit at that point, seats, and wheels or shit like that. But
I'm happy
And
that
that's-
you're happy, bro.
yeah, it's definitely my dream car. It's definitely exactly what I wanted because I don't think there's any other JDM car I would have loved nearly as much.
Yeah, I gotta find. Oh hell, fuck off.
What?
Yeah, I know I'm sharing my screen. God damn it. Fucking. Just my grades, they're okay.
Nice.
Fucking move this. There we go. Yeah.
One sec. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go find my wheels.
Yeah, that front bumper is just so different. I do not.
It is. That was 82, 83 only, and Pontiac girl Natalie Carroll. What a babe. Apparently she worked at the factory. I'm like, the fuck? Women who look like that don't work in factories.
Yeah, no.
At least not anymore.
He would definitely have made more money just doing posters.
Yeah, dude. She was a daytime deal in the day. Pontiac got her involved in all the advertising for the
I like those rims.
stuff. So they're underneath their turbine rims. The
Okay.
black plastic. They call those the bowling ball hubcaps. So yeah.
Interesting.
I can't type. So yeah, basically,
Yeah, the basic rims.
they look like that
Yeah.
underneath, and then they just
Yeah.
pop the
Nice
hubcaps
rims.
on. There's a convertible version that someone put the Knight Rider nose on. Yeah, I'm
Hard
not
pass.
the biggest fan of the Knight Rider nose, but I do like the Knight Rider taillights.
Which one? 2008 Knight Rider?
No. The Knight Rider taillights, basically you take a piece of black plexiglass and you just cover the whole back. Because I'll tell you, as much as I do love third generation Camaros and Trans Ams, I hate the 83 Trans Am's taillights. They look bad. They don't look good.
Yeah. That's kind of.
It
looks incomplete. It doesn't look complete.
well, one side's sagging because it's a fucking old Trans Am.
Well, no, I just mean it looks like there should be more. I don't know.
Well, this part here, if you can see my mouse,
Yeah.
that's the reverse lights. They light up white when you put the car in reverse. This doesn't light up at all because it's a single piece of plastic where the trunk light is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, there's oh, that's not what I wanted. There's lots better taillight options across the years with Firebirds.
Yeah, I would say hey, definitely.
There's some very expensive ones.
Oh.
Yeah, the good-looking ones are ridiculously expensive, and these ones aren't
How much
nice. Well, those ones are in shit shape.
What are the top ones like a 500?
Yeah, about $500.
I mean, it's
But
a
they're
lot of
direct
money,
swapping.
but like, yeah. So like that's the thing. It's like if it's a direct swap and it's nice and easy, it's a one-time payment. Like,
See, that looks. I mean, I hate the red reflector strip, but that looks way better than the original ones.
yeah.
Even that, to a lesser extent, way better looking. Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I've never been a fan of like the whole
American cars.
like start blackening your plastic because it just kind of reduces the whole point of it. Because like I know people do that to like headlights and stuff like that to like, give it a cool aesthetic, but like it just.
Oh, those weren't tinted. That's just how they came on GTAs. They were just that.
No, I mean you're talking about the Knight Rider one though. You're talking about the Knight Rider one. You said it was a yeah.
Yeah. Well, Knight Rider, Kit was all blacked out.
Yeah.
For production,
Yeah.
But
So.
it's like Mr. Regular saying that one video. It's like I tinted my brake lights so they work less.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, nah, it's a hard pass for me. Next year I'll be going to Hong Kong.
Oh,
So,
that's
I
good.
mean-
You're gonna love that.
So I found a cool tattoo shop. So, because
You gonna
Which
get
I'm not
a
gonna-
tattoo?
I am, so, because I've been looking at like various places, and I think so far I'm looking at the fucking this
yeah.
cool bar.
I love the neon.
Because I was like looking at like something like that, like just something
Yeah, that's cool.
like because that's not. If I remember correctly, that's supposed to be a bar. I think that and this other thing, yeah, the same bar, but it's
That's
like a
a bar
fucking
with buy me drink girls. I can already tell.
thing.
That's,
It's
that's, how,
yes.
that's how good I am. I can tell by the sign.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can't. I'm not allowed to Instagram on here. Like, nope.
No.
That I don't ever do Instagram on my computer.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it looks good
But-
for the photos.
But
Yep, there
apparently it's like,
that's-
yeah, oh
Called
yeah.
it. Knew it
Yeah.
right away. Knew it from
Yeah,
the sign.
yeah.
How good am I at this?
But I do fucking like apparently it's a highly rated bar, so I was looking at like that, so I like the sign. But I don't know, I'm just looking at like different signs that I want to do. Because I don't want to get some random shit.
Yeah, dude, get something fucking cool.
But
You already have
Yeah.
cool tattoos. I have like 2 meh tattoos. I need to get some more cool tattoos.
I mean,
That's not
I'm just
money
getting,
I'm not
like,
spending because I'm just trying to spend
Yeah.
it on like cars and cool stuff.
yeah. I mean, I'm only getting it because I'm going to be in Hong Kong, and I only plan on going once. Because
Fuck yeah, dude.
as cheap as it is, it's also money that I could be spending on other things.
Yeah, but fuck it. Take the trip. I mean, take
Yeah.
the trip now when it's affordable for you to take the trip.
Yeah.
5-6 years from now when it's like, oh, we gotta
Yeah.
fly halfway around the world. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I do want to do. So I eventually want to do the South Korea because you can go to the fucking demilitarized zone, the DMZ,
South Korea
And-
is fucking cool.
and like
Busan
they'll
is
take
the biggest goddamn city I've ever been in my life.
because they'll even take you with that. Let's see if I can. So let's see if I can. Oh wow, it's a big picture, just small there for some reason.
Yeah, it's a tiny preview.
There we go.
Yeah,
So they'll take you all the way up to the third tunnel,
nice.
and like and apparently the third tunnel it doesn't actually just stop there. It actually goes up pretty fucking close into it, directly underneath. And you're not allowed to have your cameras or anything like that, and you have to basically do it there at the time. You have to take your passport with you. A lot of fucking shit, but
You're like going to work, fucking put your phone in the box.
yeah, basically. But it looks super cool because I mean, how many people get to do that kind of thing? So I want to do that at some point, but because I've been talking to people and they're like, yeah, there's a lot you can do in Japan. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
But I've
That's
done
shit
most of it.
you want to. Yeah, that's shit you want to do. I don't want to go to fucking bumfuck nowhere Japan so I can enjoy the food. Bro, I grew up eating moldy food. I like eating good food. I don't want to go out of my way for it. I certainly don't want to spend a week there just eating food. Like, I can only eat food
I don't
fucking
even
of the day.
particularly enjoy like nice fancy food. I mean, you've known me a long time. I like
Yeah.
shitty food.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. It's nice food in the way that it's the way they do it all. It's like a homely, like it's it's what they specialize in. It's not like a Michelin star restaurant per se, like not always, but like they're the best at their craft.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to do that kind of thing. He told me a place, and I literally Googled it, and I was like, oh, that's neat. But it was like right around fucking Fukuoka. But I don't remember what small area it was.
Fukuoka area?
It wasn't Fukuoka, but it was near there. It was like a small area, and it was really pretty and all that. But it was like, dude, I literally checked, and there's nothing to do there besides eat food. Like, I don't want to go on a trip.
Drinking. It's all I ever did in
Like-
Japan. Well, that I can talk about.
So I mean, that's the thing. Like, if I'm gonna day drink, like, I'm gonna go to a place that I can do different drinking. Like, I can day drink beer.
That's
Well,
the
not
thing.
right now,
I don't even want to day drink anymore because I don't drink.
Yeah. Like, I like to drink, but I can't. My stomach just doesn't like it anymore. Probably, my liver being fucked up.
Yeah, I'm too old. It just tears me.
So,
It's not worth it. I'm not trying to rage against the dying of the light that hard anymore. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, at this point, I'd rather just fucking relax. Like, this is nice what I'm doing now. I mean, I wish I could, go out when I wanted to, but, like, this is more relaxing than when I went to Universal when I felt like I had to do a bunch of shit. So, like, I'm gonna do the different countries because I'm here, but even there, I'm gonna take it nice and easy. Like, I've basically done most of what I want to do in Japan in a little over a year and a half.
Yeah, I feel like as though I'm becoming more of an old man because I don't even really want to go do things in a nightlife kind of way anymore. I would kind of just like to go find a nice cafe or something to sit outside and just maybe have a couple drinks and just sit and smoke cigarettes and talk with my friends all day.
Yeah, like that's basically where I'm at. Like,
It's
it'd be nice to
relaxing,
do that.
what it is.
Because I don't know, like a lot of the, and that's the thing was a lot of the places in Japan that you do, they aren't gonna have a picture menu. They're just gonna have a full on kanji menu, and it's like that's great, man. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not scared or intimidated, but it's frustrating when I literally have to Google Translate every little fucking thing, and it's like, oh, why don't you just learn the language? Like, motherfucker, kanji is really hard.
What are you
There's a
doing?
lot of them. That's why I'm gonna go to fucking Hong Kong because there's a lot. Basically, they speak whatever their version of Chinese is, and then fucking English, very simultaneously.
Hong Kong was English until the 90s.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I mean, that's the thing. It's a lot nicer there. So then I don't feel I'm sure I'll feel racism, but at least I don't care as much when I'm there. But when I'm here, when I feel racism, it kind of actually fucking hurts. It's cool, man. I'm glad we do all this nice shit for you guys.
Yeah.
I know that we obviously aren't fully the good guys, but Okinawa would be a shithole if not for all the Americans. Yeah. Because you've been there, but for most people that haven't, basically imagine if your small little bumfuck town, that's basically what Okinawa would be. There'd be there's
Okinawa
anything to do there.
They fucking hate Americans.
Yeah. A lot of places not so bad, but Okinawa, they just hate us. And there's not a lot to do here besides, some Okinawa cuisines like taco rice, which is basically, hey, we took this bland meat and then we threw it on top of rice. We turned it into a taco, just without tortilla shells, just rice.
It's a tropical island, so I guess there'd be a lot of good fish and stuff there, but I don't even like fish.
I don't mind the fish. I don't mind the fish, but I can eat fish everywhere, man. Anywhere in Japan, the fish is good. And I like scuba diving and shit, but
I want to go back to Japan for the most dog shit touristy you're a garbage American reason. It's like, bro, I want that Japanese KFC. It's like,
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can do that, but like, it's a lot of the shit isn't specific to Okinawa. Like, there's very few things that are specific to Okinawa besides scuba diving, snorkeling, maybe parasailing, and then like taco rice.
ugh.
There's not a lot to do here. So
Yeah. Well, I have nothing to do in Linden.
yeah, that's why. As soon as you get the chance, like, fucking get out of there. Go somewhere.
Don't you want to go blueberry picking with who?
Yeah, dog. No, that's a hard pass for me. I'll buy blueberries from the grocery
It's
store,
a nice blonde church girl named Braylon.
which that's God. I can't believe that in the States.
Because the Lord said so.
Oh,
Nah, man, hard pass.
Yeah, fuck that.
This is my Tinder bio say right now.
I can't wait to be back on stage because I miss, like, I like Japan because you can get really good fish here for really cheap, but you cannot for the life of you get fruit here.
No.
Like, the only way I can get most fruit here is from the commissary, and they're so sold out of everything because of the fucking COVID, like, coming back from it.
I bet it's
that
all
a lot
it's
of
a
the
weird
fruits-
fruit in Japan, isn't it, too? Like durian fruit and shit.
It's-
There's no like fucking bananas and watermelon.
They do, but they're really expensive. They're really expensive.
That's a shame. Oh yeah,
This-
my Tinder bio, swiping on Tinder in Bellingham is like being at the paint aisle in Home Depot. Most of these things are white and I can't tell any of them apart.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And,
Man.
and I say in Spanish that I speak a little Spanish. Hit me up, Chiquito.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's, I don't know. Like, as much as people like boasting about the fish here, I miss fruit a lot more because the grapes here have seeds in them. Like, everything's expensive. Like, all the other fruits are really expensive. Like,
Japan's got to get on the GMO train, man. They got to start, making shit better like we do. More convenient. I don't
Like,
say better. I just say
yeah.
more convenient.
so I don't know. Yeah, but like, it's fine. I'm gonna enjoy fish as much as I can here because I'm not back in the States. It's really expensive, but like, I'm not gonna miss it. Like,
Yeah. You spent your time there. You did it.
yeah.
You don't ever need to do it again.
Yeah. Like, once we're on the East Coast, there'll be like, honestly, I like apples more than anything. And on the East Coast, in like
Pretty
Pennsylvania, they have an apple festival like once a year, and I'm like, I'll fucking do that. I'll go there. I'll have a fucking apples, like a apple cider and shit like that. Like,
We can make cider.
yeah, like I think I have some, but it's like,
The
Sure.
multitude of various other things we'll also be doing in the warehouse project. Cooking and like making alcohol our own will be another thing we can do.
hard. Make Miller some more Everclear hard cider.
I don't mean like make cider like with apple juice and alcohol. I mean like make cider like we can go get apples and start
Yeah.
apples and we can make cider.
No, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. We could transplant.
before. I can make some stuff.
I mean, we could definitely transplant a fucking apple tree too.
Plant them on our property.
Well, yeah, I would literally just buy a full tree. Like, I'm not gonna plant a fucking seed. That's gonna take fucking 60 years to, do shit.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I say. You can go like buy like 3 trees and then plant.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I'd do that. Fuck yeah, I'd do that, and I'd probably do blackberries because I know blackberries would grow. And I fucking love blackberries. But yeah, I mean, those are all like more things for the future. Right now, it's just getting through the day to day, which
That's the hardest part sometimes.
yeah, for sure.
As
I mean,
always, it's like Tom Petty saying, man, the waiting is the hardest part. Rip Tom Petty.
But
Rip the homie.
oh no, but it is good. The first day I'm supposed to go back to work, I have to go to medical, and so I'm supposed to be at work at like 9:30, and I have a medical appointment at 8, and then I have another one at like 11. And they keep trying to tell me like, yeah, you can't do medical appointments. I'm like, that's cool, man. They made this appointment with me while still on drugs. Like, I couldn't be like, like, I was pretty fucking out of it.
You would change your medical appointments. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to.
Well, no, they don't. They didn't ask me that because they know better. Because I would tell my doctor, like, yeah, my doctor wants me to go, my work wants me to go to work instead of, medical appointments. So, yeah, that'd be great. But, so hopefully we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm not going to do the PRT, like, at all this year. I don't know if I'm going to have to do it at all, actually, because
Probably not.
the only thing I could do with the bike, but, like, the bike, you have to have your arms, like, up.
Yeah, and you can't.
No, I definitely cannot.
What's even on the PRT now? Is it planks and push-ups or?
It's planks, push-ups, then cardio, because they did away with the crunches.
That's too many fat people. Fat people can't do crunches.
Yeah. Even though that was the easiest thing, like, you could just...
World's fattest
bump them
baby.
Yeah. It's stupid. But fine with me, because I want to do them at all this year, and then 2020, they're only doing one next year apparently still, so
Nice.
2024.
COVID hit at the right time, bro. It was like a year and a half since the last time I did a PRT before I got out.
Yeah, exactly.
Just cake,
Like-
smooth sailing. It was like most of my life up until the point that I went on that last deployment. The Navy had been fucking me, and the rest of my life had been okay. And then everything changed in that deployment, where the Navy was smooth sailing until I got out, and then my life just
And then,
relentlessly fucking me. This is like,
Yeah.
oh wow, flip side of the same coin.
Yeah.
Someday
Yeah, man,
we'll do a podcast about that. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I'm not going anywhere till the 5th, 6th, whatever, December,
Yeah, it's the
the 26th.
26th, and like I said, I don't know if I have work later today. It's 3:30 in the morning right now. I don't know if I have work later today or not, but if I do,
Probably a good
we'll
idea
do
to
it
figure
when I
that
get
out.
home from work. Well, who am I going to text at 3:30 in the morning, Kevin?
I don't know. Somebody who's still up, obviously. Not somebody that's still
Yeah, my
asleep,
boss,
dumbass.
hey, yo, do we at work in 4 hours?
Exactly. Well, motherfucker better, respond.
No, I'll just show up, and if nobody else shows up, I'll come home, and then.
Get some shitty coffee.
No, it's not on the way.
Mm.
It's not on the way. There's like 2 coffee places on the way. One of them's Starbucks, and they refuse to give money to a corporation like that. And
There.
I'll just make coffee at home. I have a Mr. Coffee and some Cinnamon Toast Crunch creamer. It's delightful. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'll still stand by it. The only reason to ever go to Starbucks is if they literally are like a different country and they have something you cannot get anywhere else.
Yeah, but even then, it has to be something I want. It has to be something.
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing. The only reason I'll go to Starbucks like once every year here is because they have a cafe affogato, which is literally, hey, we're gonna do 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, and then we're gonna put black coffee in it, and then it's gonna be like that. Or it's like not even coffee, it's espresso.
We can have an espresso machine.
Oh yeah, no, we
I
can
can
make
make
that.
you those at the warehouse.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. I can't make them now, and no one else has them here.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll get them once a year here, but
I think for like $100-ish, you could buy an espresso machine. On
Yeah.
Amazon.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't have room. You see how much room I have?
You don't have any room. That's true.
Yeah. Like I plan to move sometime, probably next year or so.
I do
To a
too.
place that has a
Just for my rent to be cheaper, and then maybe have a garage that the Raptor fits in. Because
yeah.
if I do get that Trans Am and start fixing it up and driving, I'm not going to drive the Raptor.
Yeah, to be cheaper on gas.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah.
But
The biggest problem is I hate moving, and I have a lot of stuff, and it's just
yeah.
it's literally I have 0 friends I could ask to help move. It's
Yeah.
just me.
For that, like what I plan on doing, I don't know if I have this sort of thing there, but like I plan on just hiring a company to literally move all my stuff for me.
I could do that, but also that takes money, and the way I was raised is we
Yeah.
don't spend money we don't have, even if we have it.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's the thing. It's if it can save you money in the long run, like getting a different place, have less bedrooms that you don't use, like it's kind of like an investment.
I do have one entirely empty room right on the other side of that wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I
So
use
like
for nothing.
yeah. Because like that's the thing. Even me,
You
I
know
have.
why I live in this house, though, which we'll talk about
Yeah.
in our next podcast when we talk about how my
Yeah.
life fell apart.
Yeah.
This wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
Things were supposed to go this way, but they did. And make the best.
You made the best of what you were dealt. But I mean, even me, like I have 3 bedrooms. I use one of them. Literally, the other room is just for cardboard because, like, I'm gonna obviously keep the cardboard for my fucking TV.
Yeah.
And then the other one has my hammock that I can't use right now because of my shoulder.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it.
The hammock.
Like, I was gonna buy.
It's your
Like, I was gonna. Yeah. Well, no, I had the hammock out here that I could chill in a hammock and relax and swing, but.
Dude, I need a hammock. I need to move this
They're nice.
and put a hammock in here.
They're nice. Especially because Amazon has freestanding ones that we don't have to actually, like, mount. So.
I gotta drill holes in the wall and we get one with a
No.
frame. Just
Yeah.
Fuck
But,
yeah, dude.
like, I was gonna get a bed, that way, if any, friends want to come over, but, like, lo and behold,
Yeah.
everybody's a fucking asshole. Like,
Yeah. And even then, air mattress. I mean,
yeah.
I still yet to blow up that fucking air mattress that you left me when you left. I was gonna put it
Yeah.
in that room as like a guest room for people come over, get drunk, just don't want to drive all the way back to a car or whatever.
Yeah.
No one ever has.
Yeah.
We're all
Exactly.
aging out of drinking. Like we don't rate. I mean, Chuck and Lee aren't here. They get hammered as fuck. I know, but like,
No, yeah. Yeah, like, I feel like, it's the same here. It's like, I don't have anybody over because I fucking hate everybody. Like,
yeah.
the only people I would be, like, Kerr, who literally just finished his last mission. And then, I'm trying to think of, like, Miller.
But he's not.
And-
He's in S&E right now. He's not even deploying. So
Yeah, so it's like, I literally have nobody I'd want from Whitby, and I hate everybody at this command. It's like, the person I like the most is Standish, and we're literally on opposite schedules, and we're not that tight. Like, we're not those kind of friends. Like,
yeah, we're not hanging at each other's places tight.
yeah, we're literally just, hey, let's talk about cars for 20 minutes before, you relieve me and I go home. Like,
What's your turn
Yeah.
like in the morning? So I'm buying these parts for my RX-7. Oh, that's dope. That's great. Yeah. Anything happen to watch? I wasn't paying any attention. I don't know.
oh, yeah, well, no, I'm not in a position to basically, like, talk about, like, any of that stuff, because that's higher up stuff.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, I just kill time. Like, that's why I bought 6 books to take to work, because I'm over it.
I feel your pain. I felt that pain for a long time. Then I made the decision to get out.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's why I am getting out now, because I hoped it would be better, and it isn't.
Yeah.
It clearly isn't. When they swapped to 12s, they're like, yeah, no, it's fine. You guys will be fine. Like, no, dog, we're not fine. I have a lot of shit wrong with me.
Yeah.
And that's the boo-boos you can see.
Oh.
But, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. That's the reason that a lot of people are getting out.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
More people than ever.
I know, I'm so glad.
Quiet quitting.
I'm so glad.
I love it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard,
loving
though.
watching generational norms just burn to the ground. I'm loving
Oh,
watching
yeah.
Twitter burn to the ground, dude. It's great.
Yeah.
I
That's just
added Twitter
hilarious.
since like 2016. I'm just loving watching Twitter burn to the ground. It's great.
I didn't think it would take that short a time, but I'm really glad it did, because I'm like, the only thing I did on there,
Fuck yes, expose him.
yeah,
You know,
like
he's genius.
he's clearly insane, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, man, this has been good. This has been
Yeah.
awesome as always. Let me give you a hug.
oh, thanks, bro. But
You-
yeah, we
you'd
can
hug
talk
back
tomorrow.
if you could, I know. But yeah, we'll talk.
Well, I mean, I did one arm,
Well,
like
yeah.
one arm hug.
Well, to me, it'll be later today. I just don't know how much later today, depending on do I actually have work today or not.
That's
And,
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, I
I'll,
might be up. I don't know. My sleep is kind of broken right now because it's really uncomfortable to sleep.
well, hey,
No.
even if not, whenever you do wake up, I'll be
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
But I'll make some
Yeah.
bullet points to talk over. There you
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Make a PowerPoint for me.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna just write some
I wanna-
stories in my notebook. But we can finally
Hell
do
yeah.
how McNeil's life fell apart. The episode.
Hell yeah. The transition slides.
I'll get my video board out. Or no,
Hell
I won't
yeah.
even get my video board out. I'll just do it in OBS. I'll prepare you some transitions. We can swipe.
There you go. There you go. I want them.
We're gonna swipe from this screen right here to this screen right here. But it'll be a nice swipe
Right.
across the screen.
I want the barn door effect.
I'll I'll find a plugin for OBS to do that. I will.
Yeah,
Just
you
for
fucking better. You better. I'm just waiting on it now.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm probably gonna let you down on that, but I will try.
Oh, thanks, bro.